Hey, what's up, you guys? It is Sean Red Kid here, and this is going to be a different rant that I typically do since, well, this is one of those topics that it's not mainly toward urban rivals, but it's going to kind of have a certain problem that. Yeah, I'm back. I actually was called about something. Anyways, this is going to be called the broken rant, and typically I'm going to be talking about how something could be broken, what problems it can cause, how it can, be dealt with, as well as some of the main gripes with some of the games that I have about a certain few things. Okay. What's meant by broken is anything that's giving a player in a game a huge advantage against their opposition. So, for example, well, one of the easy examples is like DJ Corsair. Like, okay, let me explain why he's broken. Okay, broken because one, he's an 8-8. He has this ability that's a DR ability, attack boost bonus, which the only weakness is SOB, and he has to be one of the most expensive cards in Urban Rivals of all time. Yeah, this card is freaking broken as hell due to the fact that he can be defensive, offensive, and realistically, there's a comment on its forum saying that it doesn't get beaten. Like, you don't beat it, it beats you type of deal. Okay? Then you have a character like, like Meta Knight. Like, his moveset in Super Smash Bros. Brawl is broken. Okay? Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. Broken. Escadrille with his sand ability where he gets the speed boost. As well as a card like, I mean, not a card. A Pokemon like Blaziken, who's also broken, The it's pretty much giving the player an advantage over their opponent, like I said. And how these are dealt with most of the time are by ban lists or limiting lists. For example, Yu-Gi-Oh has this limit slash ban list that doesn't allow certain cards for a period of 6 months or to like the end of time, which isn't a bad thing, but realistically, there have been some problems with that. Then you have like tournaments where players are allowed to bring in like their cards or whatever skills that they have, use those characters in the tournament or like anything that they're able to use in the tournament. That's where the ban lists are implemented, and and also like they could be penalizing players. For example, urban rivals, they penalize players a certain amount of points. So like if you have a character that's like a really high ban or like a really really good card that's considered to be banned, you lose like 10 points in that tournament. But my main gripe is actually another game. A game that I started doing videos for recently. Well, not recently, but it's like, during the last few months, known as Altiel. And this is actually one of the problems that Altiel has, that some of the cards are really god awful, broken shit. So realistically, you guys need to understand that I'm gonna let loose on these two cards, and you guys need to know why these cards are broken. Okay? First off, both cards are from set 11. Yes, set 11. A set that I actually got back into Altiel with. Yeah, and I got all the cards in that whole set. But two of the cards that I have to talk about in this video. First off, Phoenix Chick. This is a Refest level 5 that has a skill where when it is destroyed from battle, it can come back to life without wasting spell points, gaining a level and more stats. So probably you don't lose anything but gain a level 6. Really? The fact that once it gets destroyed, you gain a level 6 with higher stats than the original Phoenix chick, and you don't lose anything for it. Yeah, that's broken. But it's not as broken as Song for a Hero. Seriously, why does this card freaking exist, okay? This card is a level 2 Gowan. Was it a Grimoire? Okay. It's a Gowan Grimoire where it can only help level 5 or higher cards. So if it's a level 5 or up to level 9 of any of the spheres, it doesn't matter which one it is, the card could be used on that. The card would get double attack, and if it's, again, the only card on the field, it would gain 50 HP. Oh, you guys are wondering how this card is broken. People abuse this card so much, having 3 copies of it in the deck. And the fact that that level 5 card or levels or higher would gain up to 800 attack. I'm not joking. It is up to 800 attack. Is there even one card in the game that needs an 800 attack against it? No. Like, the only highest HP card that I have is like a level 7 that's only 150 HP. And like I said, it doesn't have to be gallons to use it. It could be half gallon, half Refest, half gallon, half Latia, half gallon, half Falcos. It could be Falcos, it could be Latias, it could be Refest. So it doesn't freaking matter. That card is broken in which it gives an advantage to the opposition I mean, to you as a player against the opposition. And realistically, that shouldn't be a factor as it makes the card broken and really abused. And the one problem that I have with Altiel, not just those things, as well as another rant that's going to be coming up on this channel, and hopefully I can have footage of Altiel instead of Urban Rivals. Don't say I'm not really a fan of having Urban Rivals for that next rant, but I'm going off topic. The main problem is that they don't have a ban list. All their events are just like outside. They're announced. They're kind of like the Coliseum mode in this game. I mean, in Urban. But they have rules. And people defend that card saying like, "Oh, it's fine by them." But realistically, if it's abused, it's not okay. It's broken as hell. The fact that people defend the card just saying fine, they don't have any jurisdiction on it since they're the ones abusing it. You know? You know, if I'm gonna say like, oh, Yayoi is broken, and my opponent's gonna say, um, yeah, it's broken, that's fine. If they say Yayoi is broken and, I don't agree with them, it does have some flaws, I have reasons to counteract theirs. But the only thing that they can't say is that it's fine by me because there's no realistic reason that they could think up to disprove my point as it's broken. You know? But both of us have reasons why it's broken, and the other person has reasons why it's not broken. Then we have a good debate there. You know? So realistically, the whole idea of this video is just to state that broken cards, you know, are going to exist in any game. It doesn't matter what game it is. And the fact that, like, the creators of this game have to be able to control what happens in the game, as well as some of the players in this game, too. Let me just state that Urban Rivals has probably the best, community so far in dealing with the ban list. Well, sometimes. I I'm not saying like, oh, like you can't play certain cards in standard mode. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that in a discussion later. But like, when people are trying to choose which cards are going to be on the ban list, there's experienced veterans that know this game, the insides and out of this game, knowing all the weaknesses and strengths that each card has. And they play Elo a lot, and that's why I'm betting. That's why I'm betting. So they would get votes to vote on the characters to ban or unban, which is actually a good idea to allow the players to have some control over it. As well as the fact that like Yu-Gi-Oh and all these other games, not, as well as Urban Rivals, send us these messages about the upcoming ban list. What cards are unbanned? What cards are banned for the meta, which is mainly like the main game that players would usually play. For example, Yu-Gi-Oh players would play, the tournaments, and they have to abide by like what cards are banned and what cards are not banned, or what cards are banned, limited, unlimited, semi-limited, or already know that's broken. Urban Rivals has this ban list every week where like players get to choose what cards are banned for the week, as well as like the developers, or the people behind Elo are able to state which cards are automatically banned for the meta until they make an announcement. That's what I like about Elo. I mean, no, that's what I like about this whole idea of the ban list. Like, yeah, the game has some control over. I mean, the developers have some control over it instead of just, you know, not checking the problems and stuff like that. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh still has some problems, but realistically, I don't play as much. I just collect. And that's cool that like players get the chance to choose what cards to ban or unban, knowing that after like every 2 weeks new cards come in, and the fact that like there could be one new card that comes out that could be broken, but then later on in the game it could be unbanned for unexplained reasons. And those unexplained reasons could be like, oh, there's a card out there that's weak to it now, or maybe a few cards out there now that's that are good against it. We can unban it now. So that's like this whole idea of the ban list, and that's probably what I had to say in this video. Of course, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I did not rage for this rant as much because this one's mainly, talking about broken. And yes, this is a topic that a lot of people already covered, and adding my name into that hat, it's just going to be, somewhat of a discussion, but also a little bit of rage. I don't really like broken cards, broken anything. I do want to talk about spamming in fighting games later on, like another one of these rants, but I'm not really gonna do it just yet until I start working on more projects like the LPs and stuff like that. So again, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys understand about broken, like anything broken. If you guys want to put in the comment section of what other cards or what other characters or anything in video games that are broken, except for Superman 64. I'm not gonna take those as you know part of this video, since we already know that the game's broken, which means non-functional, not able to work. That's a different story. Move on. So again, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Make sure you guys check out the other videos on my channel as well as the other channels on YouTube. That girl with the cards, Meme012 just came back. Team Urban Rivals, who's doing a lot of work, as well as the fact that I'm betting he's doing a live stream right now, as well as Urban Rivals USA and some others out there. Hopefully, if you guys want some help from me, like how to be a part of this group or anything like that, just send me a message on YouTube or anything. So I'm willing to help out. So again, thanks for watching. Peace out, you guys, and have a nice day.